Underway. Let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening and welcome to the meeting of the Planning Commission. If you have a matter to discuss that is not included on the agenda, you may do so by addressing the chairperson and giving your name and address. All the meetings are audio and video recorded in accordance with the open meeting laws. Visitors are welcome and we allow 5 minutes per person, 15 per topic. Discussions will be held in a common civil manner and will be respectful of others. The Planning Commission members present are Peter Greenway,
Lisa Graham,
Jim Stimson, Aldi Penny.
and Natalie, can you go ahead and announce yourself, please? Perfect, so just to clarify for the recorder, Natalie O'Neill is here on the phone. We also have, I want to make a note that one of our members has a medical note to not be here. She broke her hand, so Stephanie will have an excused absence because she has broken her hand. All right, moving forward, call to order, hearing of visitors. Welcome, awesome. Reading and approval of records, regular meeting minutes, November 17, 2025.
and all they basically say is we approved the last minutes and that we had this presentation. Motion to approve?
Do we have a form to do that?
Yeah, Natalie.
Was she at the meeting?
Natalie, you were here last
Yeah,
meeting, right?
Yes.
Yep, all right.
All right.
So we have a second for Jim. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Natalie?
Natalie's it?
All right, perfect. Discussion, town bylaws and definitions.
So Jim, you want to give an update on that since?
Yeah, we've had a couple of meetings, so far, and, I think Wednesday was, or Monday, last Monday was our best one so far. We decided that what we're gonna do is going forth is we are going to pick topics at the beginning of our bylaws and then go from that way. And then at the end, we'll do our definitions on the topics that were changed. Because we feel that our current bylaws need to be completely overhauled. So if we were to go and do our definitions, we're redoing our definition of our current bylaws, which we may not even need some of the verbiage that's in there by the time we're done with our
Right, that
bylaws,
makes more
right?
sense.
So, I guess that's the easiest way to explain it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into some of the topics that we need to repair, need to fix, start at the beginning of ours, and then maybe look at some other towns at the time, and then build it slowly from that point. It may take some time, but
Yeah, I did just research like 6 or 8 towns and see what they are saying, so we're not reading them, we only know what's worth for other people.
and if you read, I've read probably that many, if not more, and they're all pretty close. They
Yes.
all say that, they all kind of build up to the same topics, but they have different language. They may have a different, like their sign by law might be a little bit different than us because it's built for their community, right? So, and we all know technically we don't even have to have bylaws. We can go by the state law. But there's some professionally done bylaws out there. And I think this one that we're both looking at, I think that was done under one of these, I made a call to them up there, but I haven't talked to anybody. But I do believe that they were awarded one of them, the grants to redo completely, so
Yeah.
it's written well. So,
And next year we can apply for the grant for the bylaw, if assuming we do the town plan now.
yeah, that's the other thing I wanted to talk to the BCRC about again. I looked it up. There is grants specifically for the bylaw.
Right.
Even though,
But you pick one or the other.
no, there is different specific, I mean, there's
Not according to
specific,
them,
well,
really?
according to, I had to sort of privileged to speaking to one of the old directors and, recently. I said, oh, yeah, there is. So,
Interesting, okay.
yeah, we just got to
We're
find it.
pursuing, yeah.
Yeah, we gotta find it, that's all. We just gotta do our due diligence, and I'm sure, and we have that, you know, we're working hard.
And just for the
To
record,
get good.
I did talk to ECRC about our grant, and it's still
And
not decided yet. So next week, possibly, we're hoping.
Perfect.
I think we should start thinking about what we're gonna do in case of,
I think we're already there. I think we're already doing what we gotta do, like, even if we don't get it, we just gotta keep trucking
Yeah, just
forward.
keep
'cause
going
that's-
forward.
And then next year, when it comes back up, we just apply for it again,
yeah,
and we just keep on going.
yeah, we'll still have a little bit of time anyways next
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, exactly. So do you have anything to bring forth from that is actually like concrete stuff? You're
No.
still in the preliminary?
I don't expect us to have anything immediate.
Okay.
I think it needs work,
We were just sort of framing how we were gonna work.
Right,
yeah.
right, that's, I mean, we only had 2 meetings, so, and we haven't had the same people
Yeah.
more than once.
So one thing that I wanna make sure to, and for the record, when we do warrant these meetings, we need to make sure that they're tabled like a regular meeting. For example, we'll use you guys for it, cause I haven't been there, but I did notice that one day I kinda stopped in like last minute, noticed that you guys were there. When you guys are there conducting, board members that are conducting need to run that and then ask for feedback from over here.
Just run it like
So I
regular
just
meeting.
wanna make sure that it's run, again, I haven't been there, so I have no idea, just using you as an example, so
Yeah.
please don't take it personally. But I just wanna make sure that it's run that way, and I think you are. I'm not
Yeah.
thinking you're not, but I just wanna put it out there that, you know, for those who attend, it's just not gonna be a free-for-all, like, hey, I've got these opinions, and I wanna talk about this, and let's put this in here.
Right.
They're there, they're more than welcome to sit in and have, you know, raise their hand at some point, but it's going to be
I think what's gonna happen, Pete, to be honest with you, I think what's gonna happen is, you know, we'll get really deep into this and get a lot of, feedback from other people. Right now, it's kind of sporadic to have, getting the same people there,
Yeah.
you know,
It's just that
constantly.
time of
So
year,
I think, it's-
too. Yeah.
exactly, you know, the holidays are coming here in the next couple of weeks, and I got a feeling after the first, we hit the ground running for sure,
So let me ask you this. Do you think it warrants having these multiple meetings here for maybe the next month so that you guys can get some stuff to actually bring to a meeting for us to discuss as a core? So I guess what I'm asking is do we wanna keep coming to this meeting, okay, without
The 6 P.M.
the 6 PM meeting for like, you know, whatever, a month,
Mhm.
to give you guys, let's say, 4 weeks to hammer out, and I say you guys, but I mean whoever attends,
Right,
to
right.
hammer out some stuff and then bring it the following month to a meeting to be able to say, here's what we have, as opposed to coming
We
here
should have
and being
something in a
like,
month's time.
yeah, and I think,
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's not schedule a meeting here till
Yeah.
January or whatever, you know,
Right.
I'm just hypothetically throwing out a date right now, but we don't need to necessarily meet as a planning commission
Right,
until we have some substance of what has been worked on, unless something comes up that we see fit that we need to actually meet besides the bylaws and the definitions that
Right.
we still spoke of.
so we might wanna keep the same date next month, because I'm sitting here thinking, we could probably have like 3 meetings before that.
But this is what I'm getting at, so
Yeah.
what I'm saying is we don't technically have another meeting scheduled this month, right?
We usually do the second Monday of the
Right, so my point is that to not have, I know we don't have one, but let's not get another planning commission meeting on
Right.
board until, you know, hypothetically throwing it out there right now,
Second
just,
week of January.
13th is the second,
13th would be
no,
January
sorry,
12th.
12th. The 12th is the second Monday, So that's tentative right now for the record. But, so we don't need to meet again until that date as a planning commission, until that, you know, kind of, you know.
Well, I have a question about, are we going to meet, as a subcommittee on this next Monday?
I would like to, yeah. Maybe we could.
15th?
I thought we were.
Okay,
So
so
every Monday. I
Natalie,
like this guy.
any opinion? Natalie?
Okay, I think that should be good. That should be good.
Okay.
all right, perfect. So today is the 8th, so the 15th, you're looking at, do you guys want to warrant the next 3 weeks?
We could do that.
Yeah, I don't mind interrupt with Christmas time.
Well, we're the 15th, 22nd, and 29th. Those are pretty good separation.
Those are good.
25th.
Yeah, those are good.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's
As
warrant.
long as everything is good, let's just warn them, and then
Okay, I'll
if
warn
Steph
them.
can't do it, we'll cancel it.
Well, we can't just depend on if she can or
No,
cannot.
I'm just saying if she has something previously scheduled,
I don't think we should cancel the whole subcommittee.
No, are you talking about scheduled for the center?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think she'd let us use the site.
oh, absolutely, but I'm just wondering if something comes up during the holidays,
Oh,
I haven't.
it's not available. Right, I'll
Right.
check with Stephanie
So,
about those.
Okay,
dates.
so then let's make it tentative.
Yeah.
Right now, that we're gonna
Have the subcommittee.
have
15th.
the subcommittee the 15th, the 22nd, and 29th, which
Right.
are all the next 3 Mondays
Yeah,
at the center.
11 to 1.
11 to 1.
I'm good,
for bylaws and definitions.
I could go with a couple of days a week if people wanted to.
I think once you
I would.
get your feet wet, and then you can hit the ground running.
Yeah.
I think after the first year. You know, I think that's a great, so, and then that would put us, do you wanna do the 5th too? To give you 4 weeks,
Yeah.
right?
might as well do
And then
it
we
in
meet the 12th,
January.
so, okay. So
yeah, then we can come with always.
Tentative speaking, right?
Mm.
You, Lisa, you will confirm and then send out an email to confirm.
Mhm.
Yes.
Actually, tentatively speaking, and then they'll be on the door.
Yeah.
Okay, people can come check the door, we're not just gonna keep sending emails, we're planning on the 15th of December, the 22nd of December, the 29th of December,
I'll send
and
an
the
email them.
5th of January, from 11 to 1 at the center in the village of Stamford. Anybody has any questions about it, they can email either Lisa or me. And then we will meet on January 12th. That is out of the
Sounds
way, at 6 p.m., but
Mhm.
the 12th for us.
Yes.
Okay, that is out of the way. So do we have anything else that we want to discuss regarding that?
Not regarding
Actual-
that, no,
Okay. All right, the DRB, the Developmental Review Board, you, Jim, have some.
Yeah, I got a lot of information on it, but I think I would like at this time to just make a motion that we ask Nick to come here.
I think it's a little preemptive.
Why?
Well, I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there, before we decide if we even potentially wanna go in that direction, should we?
Well, we don't have to go in that direction, we just need the information, you know,
How about this? Because I don't mind him coming here at all, but I see your point as well.
It's always.
Why don't we wait for the next meeting and make this determination about him with a full board? Or as close to a full board that we can have. So I'm assuming Stephanie will be here next meeting. Natalie, are you gonna be here next meeting? Barring-
My son's birthday.
Yeah.
Not this year's absent, but I might just make it so, just do that.
Well, which I understand, but at least if we have, you know, more than 5 people here,
Right.
and if we don't, we don't.
It's
If
the
we
first
don't,
time of year.
know this, this is not something that I'm trying to do.
no.
I'm just bringing it because they mentioned it here at the last meeting they had. And I thought, well, yeah,
Would
I
you-
read in the BCRC newsletter one day about that very thing, of the small communities, hey, this is what's going on throughout the state. And so I started looking into it, and, you know, it does sound intriguing, and,
I have a list of pros and cons, I can make photocopies.
Yeah,
for
you know,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then-
I definitely all ears, by all means.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, like, I'm not,
I don't know enough about it to explain it to the entire board
Yeah.
without, you know,
So
I
maybe,
can't.
yeah, let's
I don't
decide
know
about
enough
Nick
about
then,
Yeah.
after. I think
So-
the holidays are a rough
so
time,
let's
it'd be fun for
put-
him too.
Yeah, let's put him on the agenda. Not him personally.
Right.
But the topic of the, so let's just put DRB and then in parentheses put his name, so that we understand that that's what we're gonna, cause I don't wanna discuss the DRB.
Right.
I just wanna discuss as a board if we're gonna have him come to give us information regarding the DRB, so that we can collectively sit and discuss it after that. I don't wanna have you go look for something, I go look for something, and then we're all throwing
I
all
just-
stuff.
You know, I look at every year there's, I think, 2 people from pretty much every board, also maybe 3, I don't know, that are up for reappointment.
Mhm.
And I think that was kind of motivated me a little bit more too, because I think there's two people are, up on that board as well this year. So I'm thinking, all right, so, anyways, I won't go any further. We'll talk at some other time.
All right, perfect, so, but that'll be on, the agenda, we'll have the town bylaws / definitions update, we'll put on there, to hear what the subcommittees have come up with, that we can discuss as a core, and that will give us, some stuff, and you'll have the pros and cons, that you can give to me, that'd be fabulous, you
Yeah.
can scan and give it to me right now, I don't really care,
I do know that one thing is, you need to know, probably sooner than later, if you decide to go that way, is that AO can't sit on that.
Right.
yeah, which
It's
is,
a quasi judicial
yeah,
board.
so, and that makes sense.
All the
Which that could also change, I guess.
You know what it is?
Oh, it's, just information about the DRB, it has the pros and cons.
No.
Do we have any old business?
See, that's what I'm talking about right there, that, nothing against what you just said, is just that nobody knows what it means or what it is, so that's the reason why I'm thinking, okay, Nick's the expert on it.
Yeah, it
He can
makes
come and
sense.
explain it to us, what would benefit the town, or what would be against the town, that's what I wanna hear, I wanna hear both sides of it. Is this gonna be a good thing? I'm just thinking, all right, so
For the people.
elections are coming, reappointments are coming. It's the best time to do it. You know, after town meeting, and it's like,
Reappointments are gonna be to March.
right,
We've got
That's what I'm
plenty of time
saying.
to have them come in the December, or
Right.
January meeting.
but it would be, you see what I'm getting at with that change of the guards, if we decided, okay, maybe this is the way we do it, we just don't reappoint a couple that's here, or a couple that's there, and done.
Yeah,
I
I
don't think
think,
that's the right way to do the board though, you don't appoint people that are up. Because you don't wanna just lose valuable people just because the
No,
term happens to be
I-
up.
yeah,
Like I said, this is just, I'm just thinking.
I think that, I think we, regardless of how, cause I have no idea how that board would be appointed. That's
Select board.
like, sure, okay, with some influence, I'm sure, from like whatever the, you know,
Yeah.
the information that comes out, so, again, it's another kind of thing, like, do you really wanna, how many people sit on this? There's a lot of questions, and we
Right.
have to,
Right.
so let's save that for him. I think that we talk about it at the next meeting. If we really needed to meet in a couple of weeks to really hammer it out before the February meeting, I think we could schedule another meeting, for December, or for January, if we really needed to discuss a vote regarding, you know, I'm just saying.
Maybe Monday, we'll put just we'll make a brief mention to the people that are coming to the other meeting. If there's somebody in there that are experts in research, you know, the PhDs that we have on board, you know,
Yeah.
they're experts in research, I heard. And maybe they could give a presentation on what the do's and don'ts or benefits of having a DBR, Development Review
I
Board.
think it's good to have people come and speak,
I
because
do
it's
too.
preemptive.
Yeah.
Okay, the PhD would say bring in the expert, because I would love to know what boards get meshed together in this. Like, it sounds like to me, knowing nothing, that we would no longer exist and other boards would no longer exist. So just understanding that from a very technical point of view would be what this PhD would like to do.
Natalie, do I have your email?
Like,
Yes, I do.
from the side.
Natalie, Natalie, I'll email you the stuff I got from BCRC, okay? Natalie,
She muted
Say
you.
that again?
I'll email you the stuff I got from BCRC on the topic.
Perfect, thank you.
Perfect. Perfect, so do we have any old business? Do we have any new business?
I don't even know if I wanna mention anything about it, but I found some troubling stuff. I'm just gonna put that out there, it could go under new business, but I don't think we can do anything about it. Our playground that's out there, okay? Now, I
Which
don't-
one? Cause there's one right here, and then there's one on the side of the,
Yeah.
well, I'm just saying, there's a pre-K.
All of them.
Okay, so you're just referencing.
I'm talking all of them, alright, so the way I know it, over 10 years, the select board has done some research and had hired lawyers and spent a bunch of money trying to figure out who is the owner of our property. And it's been, basically decided that it's the inhabitants, or the inhabitants of the, it's the people. Well, it has, the deed, if you read the deed, it's owned by the people of Stamford. Okay, so anyways, going along with that, the state has come in and did an inspection on the playgrounds, and we have failed almost every apparatus out there. So I asked Julie if she would give me a copy, or get me a copy of why did it fail and what to do with, blah, blah, blah. So I got all the information, and it's fixable, and I'm not sure where the school sits on all of this. I haven't spoken back to her.
It's not their money, because wasn't it patent money or something like that? Somebody
Belongs to
else
the
money.
state.
Yeah.
It belongs to the town, I
No,
believe.
but who
The school board would
ultimately funded
disagree
it?
with that.
Patent funded the land, I know.
Right, but somebody, regardless.
Yeah.
Let's, I think, first and foremost, I think that's a Deb.
I'm gonna,
That'd be interesting for Deb, because Deb is, I think that the zoning administrator would have to, that's all permittable stuff, isn't it?
that's state
But
governed, basically. There's no
Land?
land development laws and rules. Other than the bylaws that she would. You got a tree house, you got junk,
Yeah, I know,
and
just
stuff like that.
So if it doesn't, if there's nothing for her to go over, first of all, why is the state here inspecting a playground that isn't?
It's one of the mandates from the school apparently. Their students are using the apparatuses.
Who, so how, it must have been inspected last year, and the year before, and the year before that, and the year before that.
I have
My
no
point
idea.
is did somebody call and say that it's not safe, which we know?
I think it's an automatic thing that they do annually.
I just don't know how it could fail this year and not last year. Nothing's
It's,
changed.
according to this, it's the, it says playground safety inspection report, September 11th. So, let's see, VSBIT multi-line risk management consultant service that did it.
I'll give this to the planning commission, give me a sec.
Okay, how about
I don't
this?
know.
Let's just look at it. Will you give me copies of that? I'd love to look at that.
Yeah.
And then, I just want to review that, and maybe it's something that we definitely bring up in the select board.
No, I'm planning on bringing it to the select board meeting, but I just wanted the planning commission to.
So technically, the children are at this stage of the game are allowed to play on these ways.
So I didn't have that question answered yet. I was handed this. I asked for this.
I'm Julie.
From Julie.
Hmm.
But, it seems like it could be a lot of the stuff is small, but yet it's basically shut down, right? So,
It
Well,
is
they're,
shut
we
down.
know that they're not, the school doesn't have any money.
This was last year, this is 2024.
So that was the inspection from last year.
Well, that's when we did it, and we got the paperwork today. I guess
Couldn't have
I-
been, couldn't have been that big of a deal, they waited a year to get it to us.
Yeah,
But,
This came from headquarters, remember what happened last year at headquarters?
Yeah.
So this came out of it.
yeah, I'll look over it, and I think, you know, Greg, I think that's wise to see, let's let this.
So, I mean, worst case scenario, I know it probably doesn't have a place here, but we all have something to do with this, and so,
I can assure you that there are thousands and thousands of dollars it would probably take to get it back, is gonna have to go on a warrant.
I don't think there's gonna
Or
be
go on,
the biggest expense is the, underlayment.
Oh, yeah.
They're supposed to have 9 inches, and in some places they have 4.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's all.
That big dips, and then it's just tree trimming. You can probably get 3/4 of the apparatus and back up and running just in a day's work, so, but.
Cool.
Anyways.
I'll look at it, I appreciate
Yeah.
it, that's good to know.
I'm a nosy guy.
All right, so let's reiterate real quick. Next meeting for the planning commission is going to be January 12th, which is the second Monday of the month at 6 p.m. here. The meetings for, town bylaws and definitions will be warned, the subcommittee meetings will be warranted for the 15th of December, the 22nd of December, the 29th of December, and the 5th of January, all from 11 to 1 at the center in downtown, former St. John Bosco's church. So those will be warranted, and I think that's it. We have a motion to adjourn.
Motion adjourned.
Second.
All in favor?
Hey.
Hi.
All right, Natalie, thank you.
Hope you feel better.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.